Hey YouTube, what's up? Doing pretty good. Hope y'all are doing good. But some of the other things I've been working on. I know in the past you've seen card art that I've done, and I've had a few people reach out to me and ask if I would do any for them. I just wasn't in a place physically or mentally during these time the past few years to do that. So now that things are kind of on an upswing, and hopefully this all the stuff I'm doing, the work I'm putting into it, and everything, keeps it up. I know there'll be ups and downs. That's just mental illness, but these where I'm at now is a good place, and it hasn't been like this in a long, long time, over 10 years, I bet. So we finally got a lot. I mean, takes a long time to learn to cope with it and to live with it and to find the right combination of medications and whatnot. But anyways, enough of that talk. If you do need somebody to talk to and need help, I'm honestly reach out to me. Um, I'm going to put a link into my in the description for my Facebook account. I'm not big on social media. I've never have been. I hate texting. I hate messaging, and Facebook and Instagram. I mean, I know I do YouTube, but Snapchat, all that, I just never got into. And like even when I go somewhere to an appointment and stuff, I don't carry my phone in there. Like everybody is down in their phones. I'm that guy just sitting there watching people. And my therapist was like, that's kind of commendable. And hardly anybody is that way. That from all ages, from young to old. But she said that, which I guess I agree with her, that I am an old soul. I don't know. I think like if I had a spirit animal, it'd probably be a combination of an owl and an orangutan, like an owletang, I guess. Because if you think about owls, they're actually a symbol of wisdom and and the old souls, kind of, when you think of an owl and the orangutan. Look at an orangutan next time you see one on TV or at the zoo. Look into its eyes. Seriously, it and the way they hold themselves, their posture and stuff. They look like. I know this sounds weird and stuff, but my mind is weird. I mean, I'm a smooth criminal. I mean, I have crazy thoughts and wild things. I'm a creative individual and a big thinker. But seriously, look into their eyes, and they just look like a being that's been around for millennia and have tremendous knowledge, and they've just evolved into some type of entity that's just on a higher plane than humans. I don't believe in evolution or anything. I don't. I mean, I'm not a not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person. But I don't believe in evolution and some of the crazier theories and beliefs out there. Not knocking anybody who does. I think we all have our own beliefs, and whether or not, who knows? I mean, that's what faith is. Either maybe everybody's right or maybe everybody's wrong. We don't know until we find out, I guess. Anyways, just do that. Just look at an orangutan and tell me that they don't look like someone that's just been around forever and knows everything, and they just sit around watching the world deteriorate around them, and they're gonna be around even forever. I know that's not real, but just look at it with an open mind and weird thoughts. And to be honest, I wasn't on drugs when I realized that. It wasn't like in my past in the 20s when I was doing all that crazy stuff. It was just all natural, just where my mind goes. Anyways, enough of this crazy talk. 5 minutes of my head. But anyway, so um, a while back, I guess a couple months ago, Billy reached out to me, and so shout out to you, Billy. What's up, brother? But he has a friend that was wanting some custom card art because he wanted a the '67 Camaro treasure hunt, which I guess almost everybody wants one of those. But they're just hard to come by and they're pretty expensive. He wanted one of those, but he also wanted a newer model Camaro, like the '90s model. I think it's the '90s, late '90s, I guess. Um, with the same kind of paint job and the same card, the treasure hunt card. And so I've been working on that the past, I guess, week. It's been in the works for a little while, but it worked. I mean, it looks nice. I haven't printed out anything, but the idea is if you do need card art, go hit up my Facebook and message me, and we can probably work something out, figure it out. I'm needing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm having some financial issues again. It's an old issue that's come back to bite me in the butt. I thought it was taken care of, but apparently the paperwork wasn't. They didn't receive the paperwork, But anyway, so it's going to be taken care of. It's going to be a few months again. But anyways, so stuff like that. I'm trying to do lots of avenues to make a little scratch. But I love design and working with Photoshop, and I'm doing the classes to learn more about Adobe Illustrator to turn my art into vector images to put on stuff. But anyways, let me turn the camera around and show you how it looks for this one. Okay, so here's the original '67 Camaro treasure hunt. I think it's from '95, and then here's mine. So very similar. Very similar. I used a different logo, and up here I did a little different, because like the original says only 10,000 produced, and I just put limited edition 1 of 1, and then down here I did number 1 of 1 cars, and it's over here it's number 3 of 12 cars. So I mean, I'm not gonna try to completely duplicate it as a forgery, but make it very similar to the look, so that from a distance it's like, wow, yeah, that's kind of a cool. You got treasure hunt, and then when you look close, you go, oh wait, that's custom. So I'm pleased with the way it came out. It looks good. The blue almost matches everything. This is the only original part of the card. That was a good enough image that I could keep that and work everything around it. Like I had to make all this down here, the Hot Wheels logo I had to get, and then I had to make this up here and type in the text and everything. But yeah, it looks good. So this is the idea is if you're needing custom card art. Now keep in mind, all these things are different, the cards. So I ran into that with Marty, and the customs I did for him, like I did an image based on one card, and then when I started doing the customs, the cards were different. So like corners were getting cut off and stuff, and just a little bit of like my logo I think would be missing sometimes. So it's kind of like I have to keep in mind what card, if you're going to glue it to a card, because that will make a difference in how the design looks. Unless I do, like I'm thinking on this one, I'm just going to get, because I don't have a card like that, I'm just going to get cardstock, find something that's about the same thickness, glue this image to it, and then cut this shape out for the hook. so that it still has that, and then maybe try to round the corners the best I can. I'll probably use another card and try to get the corners a little bit round. Yeah, if you're needing some custom card art, I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put my Facebook link into the description, and you can hit me up. The only thing would be is with the way things are with my mental illness and stuff, I can't work on a time constraint. So like if you're needing something quick, fast, in a hurry, it might not get done that quick because I got to work around me, and that's why in the past I've turned down so many things that I thought would be fun to do because I knew that it might not be done for a long time. Like I haven't talked to Xavier in a long time, and I've been working on customs for him and Billy both for a few years now. And I'm like a year behind on projects every year for Marty, and I do his stuff every year, and he adds a little bit of things in there. But these guys have been like extremely patient and understanding of my situation. So, if you're wanting something and you want, they allow me the time to get it done, and we talk about it, we can figure out what you want and what you need. And the idea or the plan would be to, like I'll do the design, whatever you're wanting, and I can send you an image of it to see if you like the way it looks, and we can tweak it if we need to. And then, um, once we get to that point, we can either decide whether or not I'm going to print it for you and put it on a card stock, or send you the image in the email and you print it out and do the work yourself. You just have the image, and all you got to do is print it out. And I'll do some testing with someone to see how that works, because I don't know how. Like if I sent the image to you in a JPEG, what you would do on your end to make it the right size. So I don't mind doing the printing. The only thing is ink is pretty expensive. So I would have to charge more if I did the printing and the work of gluing it all and stuff. And then cheaper if I email it to it. And then you can pay through PayPal if we're doing a cash thing. Right now, I'd rather do stuff like that. Um, I want to do trades too, but I'd like to do a little of both. Doing trade for custom card art and for um, more Hot Wheels. Yeah. Another thing is I'm not doing a lot of this right now. Doing decals, but that's something else I want to do. I've had a few hit me up on that, wanting some, and I just haven't been able to have the focus and the fortitude to get it done. And now I think that I can. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself. So if I start getting a bunch of people interested, I'll be up front with you. But hey, I got a lot of people online, and I have to do this at my pace. So I will definitely do it for you. It might be a few months, It won't be a year, for sure. I don't think. As long as things keep going good and I keep taking care of myself the way I have been. But if that's something you're needing or wanting, card art or decals, I do plan on in the future, as I learn more about Adobe Illustrator, because there's so much you can do with that. Like if you get an image offline for Photoshop and you scale it up to use for the cars, they can get blurry and look funky and cheap. But if you know vector graphics, you can scale that thing however big and however small, and it stays crisp, because it's not. Photoshop uses pixels. Vector graphics uses math, I guess. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's a whole lot different than Photoshop. Similar but different. If that makes sense. So the classes I'm doing I'm learning a lot about that, and we'll see where that goes. I mean, that's what I need. I started it years ago before things got real bad, and enjoyed it. It just other things took over my life. I guess they didn't take over because I'm surviving. I survived it, but that's what's going on with that. That's something I think I would love to do. I love doing it, um, and it's a lot of fun. I'll show you another one. No, I won't. No, I won't. This video is getting long. I'll show it to you later. But anyways, still working on the Hot Wheels room. I'm about to get Darth Vader, that side done. About to get the Star Wars side done, or well, the image put up on the wall that I'm going to do that side just like the Batman side, but with Star Wars stuff. So yeah, let me know, if this is something you're wanting. I plan on being, keeping busy is a good way to deal with things, and I put a lot of stress on me thinking I needed to do something else, that normal people do, and I'm not that guy. I have mental illness, and it's going to dictate how my life operates. I just have to do what I have to do to live with it, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not at all. But it's doable. It's definitely doable. You can still be a functioning person, just not full-time jobs and careers and stuff like that. Sometimes that just doesn't. I'm not saying it never will. I just have to accept that this is what it is because I do want to. I mean, I'd love to go back to being a carpenter, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. But I don't, I'm okay with that now, and I'm just gonna work on figuring out this stuff and supplement my income with doing this. And I got a couple of other coals in the fire of some guys. We got a lot going on, hopefully. So, anyways, let me know. If you're needing something, and we'll get it done and go from there. Somebody just texted me. I've been reaching out to people on Facebook about Hot Wheels and see if they want to trade stuff. I might meet some local Hot Wheels guys, and that's kind of awesome. I'll let you know how that goes. Anyways, I've been talking forever. Thanks for staying here on this wobbly phone. And I appreciate y'all's support and everything for sticking it out while I've been on this rough road. Okay, you know what it is. Smooth Criminal signing out. Be good or be good at it.